As you all know, alongside our physical world exists an ethereal plane, what we refer to as the ethereal sea. At the heart of the star, the physical and ethereal one are one and the same. Thus, the deeper we go, the easier it becomes to pass between said planes. We utilized this principle in constructing the anti-tower once more here in Thamazane. Ooh, no sooner did the Forum decide to withdraw from Eorza did we begin to work on this facility. Our work culminated in a device that allowed us to go peer deeper into the ethereal sea than ever before, in search of Hydaland's ever fainter echoes. The Itioscope. And you communicate with her through this device? For a time, yes, but ever since the 7th Umbral Calamity, it has been rare to even hear a whisper. If you wish to reach her, you must journey closer to the center of the star than we have ever dared beyond the Itioscope. Even so, I make no guarantee you will find her, nor of your safety, not so deep in the ethereal sea. We understand, but if we're to deliver this world, we must have no choice but to go and try. I know, I only wish I could do more than observe your progress from afar. The Itioscope's ocular lens by which we appear into the ethereal sea without placing ourselves as a hazard lies above us. Through it we can watch and guide you. In the swirling depths, the pockets of aether are so dense and turbulent that they can unravel one's soul. If we determine that you're at risk of coming into contact with such a pocket, we'll call you with teleportation magics. To that end, it would be best if one familiar with the composition of your souls remained here to assist in assessing said risk. Otherwise, there is an increased probability that we'll extract you too early or too late. Meeny, meeny, miny. Of course. The Lalafell. That's so rude. I thought upon this much, but in truth I do not believe that I am fit to join you in trials ahead. The events at the Tower of Babel drained me, yes, but even before that, your capabilities far outstripped my own. There's no time to have a weak link in our vanguard, no matter how much she may wish it was otherwise. If I assist in the matter Master Fortune has laid out, however, I still may be of use. Will you trust me to do so? But of course, I can think none other trust more. Compare that to all your effort to put in keeping us alive while our souls were in the first. Preventing us from dissolving into aether on a single expedition ought to pose no challenge at all. And even if we did, I'd expect you'd hunt us down and restore us to health somehow. You flatter me, but rest assured I will be keeping a close eye on all of you. There's one more thing. Those ages past refer to the ethereal sea as an underworld, our final resting place. In its embrace is memory washed away, leaving only the purity of one's soul, or so we believe. Yet, what are these memories? If you think of it to becomes them cast adrift on the ethereal tides. Some theorize that they linger for some time, those associated with strong sentiment in particular. In those depths, memories of the departed may even coalesce around you, for hatred or for love. Thus do I caution you be wary, but I also do have faith. Remember those who did gladly extend a hand to you, that they may lift you up once more. Okay. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous.
All seems in order with the lens, and I trust you can hear me.
Yes, cryo voiceover. Are you kidding me? Finally, she gets to guide us.
Pure malcontent, the residue of lives unfulfilled.
Oh, awesome Titan. That's so cool. Somebody's get all the cool stuff, man. That's alright though. I'm okay with being Scholar. can't believe I have a samurai in my group. Like, samurais, I don't see them ever. Are they really gonna try to do that? I guess I could try to help. Okay, I'm gonna try to pop a... Nope, there was no shield left. It's fine though. I'm so excited that the audio's fixed. Yo, bird. Summoner is so much cooler. I wish they themselves would show up though, you know what I mean? Ugh. Okay, we're okay. Got some time. Okay. Yeah, I feel bad. I want to see them. I know it's Papa Limo. I just want to see them, though. It would have been cooler to have them show up again, you know what I mean? Other than just, like, memory. I'm really getting pushed to my limit, aren't I? Ooh. Come on. Don't die on me yet.
Follow the flow of ether. It will guide you. The ether is too dense. Ah, I'm losing you.
Whoa! That is cool. That's beautiful. I love that. It's so nice. Yes, please. Thank you. I love this so much. This is so cool. Hey Anna, what's up? We are going through EndWalker. I'm hoping I'm near the end. This is pretty far, I think, in EndWalker. Oh, I see. I'll hide myself away, thank you very much, I guess. I'm glad I figured that out. I'm doing good. I'm up later than normal. This is just sort of a surprise, really. Because I just want to get through this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Thank you, Anna. Okay, whoop. Come on, we gotta break through. Okay. I think we're gonna cast it off Lobo. Yeah, okay. Is it? I'll update it. I didn't think it was. But I'll fix it again if it is. Everything's breaking tonight. That's the name of the game tonight, is breaking everything. Okay, I'll update it. Maybe the link only stays valid for so long? It should stay permanent though, but I'll figure it out. Oh lord, it's gonna be hard to aim my shield on here, isn't it? Okay, hold on. Okay, we will do that first thing later, or here in a bit. I'll message you in Sen's Discord, and then we'll figure that out. I'd appreciate it. Sorry, I'm sort of paying attention to everybody. I'm not ignoring anybody. I'm a healer, so if I don't lose my concentration, a lot of people die, so I have to pay attention. Nymphelia! Ah! Hi. Oh my goodness. This is brilliant because, like, I always wanted them to come back in some way, right? And, like, this is a way of doing that without, like, having to bring them back alive, you know? So, like, I don't know. It's super hype, you know? Oh my gosh, I can't even. Okay, let me pass on that, so that way people can get their stuff. Of course.
Is as far as you go.
Go away! Come on. Wow, that's pretty crazy. He's big boy now. Do, 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 do. I want time to dance. Oh man.
But this is
The
my
time.
favorite by far. You will persist in this folly no longer.
Okay.
The stage is set.
Yeah, that looks like I trust that thing in the center. Oh! Oops, so much for that. I got this though.
The curtains rise for the main attraction.
Yeah, I can in a bit. I don't want to stop now because I will get us all killed. Okay, apparently. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, damn it.
What a boorish audience.
I should have remembered this from Circus Tower. I should have remembered this. Okay, right. Okay. I can recover from this. Come on. Okay, I just gotta pull myself together. I don't have enough to res. Come on. Come on. Give me enough to res. I got 3 seconds. 3 seconds to res. Okay. I got it though. I'm okay. I'm fine. It's my job to make sure we get through it, okay? Okay, we're okay. I unfortunately do not play Sonic. One day.
Lies! All lies! Your dreams, your hopes, your futures, delusions and lies!
Where is he going? He's like, I'm out, guys. Oh man, pass on this, throw on the music. I hope one of us gets the music. One of us, one of us. Wah! I got the pet. I'm afraid of what happened. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm not ready. I'm sort of ready. I'm not really ready. This is just Heidelin though. I don't think I'm gonna like cry, right? Okay. Can we, why are you here? Go away.
My very essence begins to wane.
Good. Bye.
Sweet, sweet agony.
Did I get to slap him around a bit?
Leave this to her.
Oh, you know what? I sort of feel bad for him. I mean, not really. God. Conflicted emotions?
Deal the coup de grace.
No, we should forgive him.
Watching you struggle against the inevitable is bad comedy. Erase me from existence, soul and all.
Do you recall your days as Hermes? That's what I want to know. Forget Medion.
How would you know that name?
He doesn't remember? He doesn't remember? Only after he dies, right?
Then it was you. In Elpis. With Emmett Silk. The final pieces fall into place. In my halcyon days, as the mortal Ammon, I was haunted by a dream. Night after night, the faceless multitude, the voiceless cries, shards of shattered memories. But slowly, the fog began to clear. This was Elpis. And I was Hermes. Recurring though it was,
I paid this dream little heed. It was only when I was granted the seat and memories of Fandaniel that I knew these visions to be true. They were the memories of Hermes that he himself erased using the power of Kairos. Or so he thought. In his attempt to burn away the events of that fateful day, he succeeded only in searing them more deeply into his soul. Death failed to expunge them, no matter how many times it came. Rebirth after rebirth, from one Fandaniel to the next. I wonder, is Emet-Selch adrift somewhere in this ethereal sea? In defeat, finally remembering your time together in Elpis? How it must gall him to be entrusted with knowledge of the final days, only to be rendered powerless to act upon it. So many lifetimes dedicated to restoring his beloved Amarok in blissful ignorance. Oh, folly.
I hate this guy.
But make no mistake, my life as Hermes is not the reason I invited the world's end.
Just 'cause how you were made, right?
I have struggled. I have dredged the very depths of despair. And in the detritus of existence, I found the truth. I served a great ruler, powerful beyond measure. The world his dominion. Yet even he and his vast empire were destined to fall, to become one with oblivion. At the end of life's journey lies only death. So I ask you, why live at all? We betray, we torment, we murder. We are wicked, spiteful creatures. Without exception. If life is so sacred, so precious, why fill it with such misery? Man wallows in a hell of his own making without purpose or meaning. To live is to suffer, and I would end that suffering by my own hand. It matters not if it flies in the face of all believed right and just. Death is the only solution! That is my truth, my answer to the question. And yet, even as the words pass my lips, I am filled with doubt. Has my search reached its end? Was this the only way? After all these years, is this the answer I was hoping for?
The lamentations of the damned. How it vexes me to see your conviction falter at the last. Fandaniel, still clinging to existence, I see. You, who champion death so fervently, unwilling to accept your own, refusing to be purified and swept into the sea of souls. As do I. We prisoners to men, watching as the world turns. Though unlike me, you will be spared the ignominy of having your corpse made a puppet, dancing to another's tune.
Is that Arsahi?
Who else?
But let me be clear, I have not come to consort with the likes of you.
Good, because you're super annoying already, and to have to hear your stupid laugh from Fan Daniel is quite enough.
Nor have I come to bemoan the state of the world following my untimely demise. In fact, I delight in mankind's downfall, and the anguish it brings the savior of the savages. If I played some small part in the chaos, all the better. Not that I was in any position to resist.
What a fool.
But to be made accomplice to the betrayal of Lord Xenos. I would die 1,000 deaths to exact my vengeance. Now you are at my mercy. I shall drag us both into oblivion, and you will never see the fulfillment of your magnum opus, even should you be reborn. Your desperate search for answers must start again.
I agree.
Even here, even now.
He wasn't
you
a
have every
bad
right
person.
To hate me. For the fool I was.
So sad.
For the monster I became. But I will not beg forgiveness. The tale of Hermes, the man who knew so much, yet understood so little, ends here.
Don't try to follow me. I had more of you people than I could stomach in life. Never mind in death.
Likewise. I pray we do not meet again.
You had better hope not.
How frustrating is this?
Come. Hydaelyn is waiting.
I'm really upset about it because it's like, I get what he did, right? Like, I understand that. But I feel really bad for him. I understand why he did it. I don't know. Here we go.
Brave travelers,
10 years in the
I
making.
welcome you.
10 years. We meet again, Vina.
I see. Thou didst journey unto Elpis. And now, the rivers of time converge.
Sometimes I feel like that, bless you. Unfortunately,
I know
for
why
better
you
or
have
worse.
come. Yet I would hear you speak your reasons all the same.
You created the moon to deliver mankind from the final days. But is that really how it has to end? We do not wish to abandon this world. We want to protect the source and all of its shards.
To flee is but one of two paths. The other leadeth to Meteon, far beyond the stars, where she doth chant creation's requiem.
I want to go to there and end that.
Her domain is formed of dynamis, pure, absolute,
Unseen energy,
where
fantastic.
emotion and memory govern all. Ether will avail you naught. Meteon hath gathered the pain and despair of countless stars, and to go unprepared is to go unto your doom.
We'll beat her. We'll win. I swear it. Is what I might have said once. After everything I've seen, all the times I've succumbed to my own anger and fear. I can no longer pretend that courage and faith will be enough. But are we truly so powerless? That our only choice is to flee?
Far from it, my child. Long ago, the inhabitants of myriad stars, many more prosperous than Atheris, sought to free their worlds from life's woes. Sorrow and anger, conflict and hostility, despair, and even death itself. But as Meteon reported, every attempt ended in failure. Darkness abideth within every living being and can never be cast out. Neither reason nor faith can challenge this immutable truth. To live is to suffer, and in suffering, find strength and purpose and hope. As you have done so many times before. Thou dost pursue an impossible dream, yet knowing this, you pursue it nevertheless. And thou hast learned to depend on others as they do thee. Thy yearning for the power to save the powerless hath ever driven thee to greater heights. Thou hast grown strong. Though those closest to thee no longer walketh by thy side, their love remaineth thy guiding light. For duty's sake, thou hast been bound by truths unutterable time and time again. Yet thy heart hath never wavered, as thy companions will attest. In thy pursuit of mysteries great, all thou believest is brought into question. Undaunted, thy thirst for knowledge remaineth unquenched. The fires of hatred that once burned in thy heart burneth no more. From their ashes doth spring the light of love, warm and pure. As witness to black calamity, thou despaired at man's helplessness. Resolved, thou didst unite a distant world on the brink of collapse. And thou, my champion, when all did seem lost, thou never abandoned hope. For every trial and every foe that did bar thy way, thou hast proven equal to the challenge, drawing courage from the many bonds forged on thy journey. You have all known despair, and though the end approacheth, you walk on, heads held high, Therein lieth your power. The strength to silence the song of oblivion.
Then there is a means to confront her.
Yes, if you should prove yourselves worthy. Hark! Nigh impossible is it to send mortals to the edge of the universe. Should you fail, there will be no second chance. As the will of the star, I ask of you this. Do you possess the fortitude to stand firm when all around you does crumble? Do you possess the faith to vanquish despair itself? Should you lack the strength to best a supreme deity, I cannot allow you to make the journey. You must leave this star and never return. Prepare yourselves.
Prove ourselves worthy, eh? Sounds straightforward enough.
Aye. No room for confusion there.
In any case, we've come too far to back down now.
I am of the same mind. What power I have, I shall bring to bear.
The three of you seem to be forgetting who we're up against. It's not every day we battle a divine being of untold power. Well, not quite every day. Do try not to get underfoot. Needless to say, there'll be no margin for error.
Let us hold nothing back.
For the people of this world and those beyond the rift.
Alas, the question I posed to thee in Elpis hath remained unanswered these long years. I would hear thy response, warrior of light. Shouldst thou emerge victorious? The last of my kind shall test thee. Come, prove thy worth!
This Moogle sound effects on something so serious.
You the strength of will to alter man's fate? A change of arms. May the test continue. We're near or far. And now this.
Ay, why?
Light unyielding. By blade. We're near or far. By blade. Crystals of light, to me.
I'm over this. I'm over all of it.
Here. The song of creation's end. Feel. The sorrow at hope's demise. Think. And find your way in the darkness.
What? What? Coming on top of me.
Follow your light. Or fly, my children, and never look back. Then you are resolved. But this test is far from over. By crystal's light. Light unyielding. Refulgence eternal.
Where high or low. By blade! Succumb not to fear! Light unyielding.
Thank goodness. Jeez.
At last, man has the strength to.
No! This can't be happening!
Though my power is in constant flux, I have always kept a reserve for this very moment. It was a true test of your prowess. You have done well.
There is one thing I must ask. By sundering the world into 14 shards, the ether of all living beings too was divided. This reduction would in theory allow us to more easily interact with Dynamis. Having seen mankind brought to the very precipice of extinction, you wished for us to develop a means to overcome despair. You believed we had the potential, and sundered all creation to see it fulfilled, to deliver us to that swirling maelstrom of Dynamis in which our foe hides, and grant us the power to defeat her once and for all. Is this not true?
It is as thou sayest. 'Twas the trial to which I subjected mankind, and it hath led to untold bloodshed and suffering. There was no kindness, nor justice in the tragedy I wrought. When confronted with the almighty Zodiac, my only recourse was rend him and the world asunder, that his power be diminished for a time. And so it came to pass. Now you, my chosen, have surpassed my expectations. Surpassed me. I entrust the fate of the universe unto you. This crystal contains the memory of Meteion's passage through the stars. Deliver it unto the Loporrits. They will guide you to her.
Though they may be capable of crossing great distances, there is a vast difference between traveling to the moon and the furthermost reaches of the great expanse. And unlike Meteion, we cannot simply soar on waves of dynamis to our destination.
Indeed. To make such a journey would require an astronomical amount of ether. But a solution lieth close at hand.
Of course.
Yes, my child. Ever since I became the will of the star, the ether drawn here had slowly crystallized.
I knew it.
They who have answered my call know it well. While I have remained hidden, it hath become the embodiment of the planet's will in my place. A faceless, omnipotent force of nature. The Mother Crystal. Our final hope.
If they get rid of it, what are we gonna do?
Alas, I can do no more. The fulfillment of this task doth fall to you, my chosen. Now, heed these words. Darkness and light, despair and hope. As goeth one, so goeth the other. Become light, become hope. I have a gift for thee. Come closer. Long have I searched for a means to safeguard the future of this star. Though I knew failure after failure, by recalling thy tales and my promise to thee, I found the strength to carry on. Though the world is ever changing, thy thirst for adventure hath never waned. Thine unshakable resolve never ceases to amaze, to inspire. As a mark of my gratitude, I bestow this final gift. Thou dost possess the crystal of Azum, yes? As Heidelin, I reside over the forces of stasis, tranquility, peace. The laws which impart stability to existence itself. I will weave this self-same power into the crystal, granting thee mastery over matter, to give form to the formless. Use it wisely, for it will not last indefinitely. As thou hast seen on thy journey through the ethereal sea, souls are drawn to thee. Mayhap this trait will prove to be a boon rather than a hindrance. It is thy hopes and prayers that enable Azum's invocations and give them life. So keep them close. But pray, remember this. When the way forward is hidden, even from the mind's eye, look not to the invocation, but within yourself. These were the words of the crystal's original bearer. With that, my work is finished. Fulfill our promise. Right the wrongs committed when the world was yet whole. Silence the song of oblivion. Teach her a brighter melody. Show her our journey is far from over. Of this, I have no doubt, for yours is a light brilliant beyond measure. Long after I have gone, though not even my soul remaineth, my love will be with you forever, my dearest children.
Much for that. I'm glad to see, well, that you roughly placed your souls deep as you went. We neither could see or hear you. The fluctuation in Aether near gave in to fright. What in the world happened? You mean to say Heidelin is? There's no time to feel for feelings. We must carry out Heidelin's will without delay. We'll find Medion if it's the last thing we do. You wouldn't mind handing over the crystal that is the fancy navigatory one? To the edge of the universe, where congregates and despair countless stars, you are determined to see this through. We are, should the words fail us, we fight to the bitter end. No pain you to accept this, would I ask nothing more of you. Yet we only have two means of travel to the great expanse, the moon and Charlene's ark, and I'm too well without both of them there will be no exodus, but nevertheless I beg you to honor the agreement we made. Form's decision will be honored. You have earned the right to use the ship as you see fit. I cannot rescind it even if I wanted to. As it happens, I would not without my power to aid your cause. That said, I suggest you rest a while. Proving oneself in Highland is never easy, and despite all imperial genius, we may have to cover the necessary calculations. We may as well take advantage of it. Try to course through the sea of stars in a single day, you gods. Shall we move above ground, Professor, and perhaps a nap?
There you are. Some time, indeed, yes. For you, at least. Believe me, I'd meant to get some proper sleep. But here we are, drifting along instead. Well, well, you too. And so we remain, to watch and wonder. Yes, indeed. To begin, we first must see the end.
In our recent travels, Labyrinthus, the Aethersi have taken their toll on the mind. For the last I received a visitor in my dreams in Brita. A vision of the woman she was, but she would have become. Shut your face. It's too sad. Okay. Medioff, let's go, Medion. Everyone appears to be present and accounted for. Good. As you know, the Loperids have deduced the whereabouts of Medion by the means of crystal bequeathed to us by Hydaelyn herself. Your core's location is in a place far beyond the moon. The farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars at the edge of creation. A veritable Ultima Thule. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Or are we acting like we're all surprised when we're not? Indeed, then how are we to reach it? Excellent question. Luckily for you, I have an excellent answer. In theory, with us advancing the propulsion system, the moon is capable of delivering you to Ultima Thule, but the myriad of facilities housed within would greatly impede the travels of the Seas of Stars. Even the Mother Crystal may not possess the son of ether to bear such a massive vessel to our destination and back. However, if we integrate our Hyper Hopper into your Aether Burner, we should be able to fire things up and jump our way to the end of the universe in no time. Father, does this mean... Oh, they don't wanna bear in mind the decision's not made solely at my discretion with the consent of the Forum. Hearing the Loperids' proposal, the Forum was faced with a grave decision. To commit to the Ark to this endeavor would mean abandoning both our plans to evacuate the moon and resettle another star. Needless to say, their proposition invited a fierce debate. In the end, however, the Forum was swayed by the simple fact that Hydaelyn believed you possessed the strength needed to overcome the crisis. The Great Exodus was, after all, a plan of Hydaelyn's own making. Therefore, if in the 11th hour she would proffer another means by which we may seek salvation, we would be fools to dismiss it out of hand. Indeed, she sacrificed everything, her very existence, to avert the destruction of the star. That is why you have chosen to take place in our faith in Hydaelyn, in you. The Ark will be made ready for your voyage to Ultima Thule. Why do people have labored so tirelessly to prepare for this evacuation? They must be furious. I would not be so sure. They have forgotten your deeds on the Magna Glacias. Nor did your instrumental role in orchestrating the delivery of the Menantite go unnoticed. No, the people do not protest, quite the contrary. They have expressed unwavering support for you and your mission. Are the Loperids willing to abandon the Exodus? Were you not listening to what we said when we were born of Hydaelyn's love for Aetheris and his people? If it means your survival, we would do anything to help. And you must certainly have the need for our expertise where you're going. There's no guarantee Ultima Thule is a place that supports life, and otherwise vexing problem our know-how can remedy. Besides, Hydaelyn chose us to lead the way to Medion. Why else would she give you the crystal only we can decipher? But more importantly, we were perfectly content to evacuate Theris until you brought us here, Anjay, and now we're enamored with the place, so what choice do we have but to save it? Of course, none of this is possible without you and the science. I must ask, are you certain you wish to do this? You couldn't stop us if you tried. Very well, we shall inform the form of your decision and begin preparations to bolster the Ark with the Hyper Hopper. The Loperids will coordinate the Iselberg contingent and have necessary components transported via the Tower of Babel. Of course, it will take time until the work is complete. For now, pray take your ease. Twould seem it is not, but to do and rest prepare, shall we? Wow, 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 wow. Let's go, everyone. Ere we depart, we must leave nothing undone. Quite, that it is difficult to conceive of how one can best prepare to brave a domain where dynamics governs all. Nevertheless, Heidelin deemed us worthy to face the trials that await. For lack of any other feasible options at this late stage, let us trust in our judgment and face Medion as we are. Which leads to the not-so-small task of coordinating our efforts here to you and Tataru. If all goes to plan, we'll be back before you know it. I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. We certainly hope your safe return. Mayhap it's dynamics for the better. With that settled, we should be able to get some rest and take most of the time we've been afforded. Tataru, little bundle of love. The meeting's over, is it? Yet, in there for long, I started to worry. What do they have to say? Well, you see, senior prank, senior prank. The edge of creation, I see. Rest assured, everything will remain under your return, or it will in turn when you will return. What? Actually, Lexus, could I borrow you for a moment? Looks like your plans for the interim are decided. When the two of you have finished, meet us back in the Baldecian Annex, alright? I want alone time with Tataru. Am I getting alone time with Tataru? Is this the alone time? Come with me to Agora. I have something to show you. Alone time with Tataru. I'm so excited. Nothing can stop me from bounding off these walls to get where I needed to be. Welcome to Tataru's Taru Boutique. What? I've always done my best to provide the silence of fashionable attire, but in your case specifically, I'll make an extra effort to strive for the most functional yet stylish clothing one can ask for. Not that I'm playing favorites, but you are the Warrior of Light. This is this unprecedented crisis. I knew you'd need an ensemble unlike anything I've created before, and I won't be able to do it alone. So, after listening to 8 of the world's finest artisans, I finally completed my career-defining piece. And then its inspiration luck, I saw a golden opportunity just begging to be seized. With the help of the Thavnarian refugees, I decided to set up a shop here in Charlian. Of course, I would never charge you for any of our works, perish the thought. Vasardu, how are things coming along? Everything's in order, Mistress Tataru. We'll be ready to open the shop shortly. Which is why I brought you here, the very first patron. Would you mind waiting a moment longer? I'm ready, I'm so excited. I did not expect to find you here. Aw, little dragon boy. I imagine Hana also wishes to offer her regards. Alas, after delivering our scales to the engineers, she remained to assist with their work on the Aether Burner. This simulacrum will stay in Charlian, and I will oversee the matters at Razat Han. It is rather convenient means to keep abreast of developments pertaining to the final days or anything else. It also allows me, after fashion, to watch over my people in this distant land. Farshan, I was hoping you'd stop by. I can't thank you enough for allowing your artisans to work with me here at the boutique. It is that I should be thanking you. This establishment has restored a sense of normalcy in their lives. You have blessed them with newfound purpose and means to support themselves in these troubled times. What's more, when they last return to Razat Han, the experience and knowledge they've gained in your employ will no doubt prove a boon to the artistry and commerce of our land. In fact, I came to see how your new employees are settling in and to express my gratitude for granting them this opportunity. It's an opportunity for me as well, believe you me. Your artisans have taught me so much about Thavnarian craftsmanship. Their resourcefulness and ingenuity are nothing short of inspiring. I can't wait to see what kind of wonders we come up with. I pray you success in your endeavors, Miss Tataru. Before long, I hear words of the form's decision or will be attempted. It is only that I finally understood what my father called this star the last bastion of hope. Indeed, it was the last bastion, for the flame of every other star he encountered had likely been extinguished. In the boundless dark, the light brimming with life must have been blinding in its splendor. You journey into the heavens to protect things that light. May the scales of my kin serve you well. I have faith you prevail and restore peace and tranquility to this star. I should like to visit Razat Han again once this is all over. And we should be honored to receive you. There's much at Razat Han you have yet to see. Forgive me, but I must take my leave. Fare you well, remember. The people of the star have not yet given up hope, and neither must you. Always when I look away, there's always somebody when you look backward towards somebody. Gore must have go for a meal with some flavor in this wasteland of taste. Oh, I know who that is. He's all the way over there, though. He's gonna come running over here, isn't he? Of course he is. Robot, spotted target. Luxus girl, where have you been doing here? She's been waiting because Tataru said to wait. A new boutique, you say? I've been meaning to expand my wardrobe. Yes, something with more flair. Perhaps befitting a man of my station? I have nowhere to flaunt, said Raymond, so long as that my confinement continues indefinitely. Aye, the young Lord Fortemps insists that so long as the work to be done, no matter how trivial, I must abide here in Charlian. Thus do I toil, through every fiber of my being it rails against it. Why, I even suffer the company of brute sicker to see supplies transported in a timely fashion. And yet, he's the one who granted leave this morning to participate in some supposed covert operation. So I suffer instead of otherwise a welcome absence, now burdened with extra busy work, and without Honoroi here, there's not only to protect my But cannot read today. I came here with the troops hoping to find a nice cafe, perhaps. The last Charlian delicacies I've sampled will lack in every aspect. No, don't tell the Archon Loaf. I want to troll him because he's been such a pain, but I'm gonna be, like, nice about it, I guess. For hearty meals after, I'd suggest the last stand. Cafe over the pier? Their cuisine didn't appear all that appetizing, but if you vouch for the cooking, perhaps I'll give it a try. Thank you for the suggestion. Ta-ta for now. Go eat a Archon Loaf. I wouldn't do that to Hachafan's family, though, so you're sort of lucky. Bro, you're lucky. Otherwise, you'd get the Archon Loaf. Now who are we waiting for? What was that, Luxus and Tataru I spy? I should definitely plug in my remote while I'm doing this. Oh, goodness me. Is it gonna be everybody? Hancock, what are you still doing here? You said you were returning immediately after dropping off your cargo. Yes, that was my original plan. After all, my expertise, aside from any delivered goods, is well beyond my purview. I'm getting a wire. I've got a wire to charge my remote. Okay. But what manner of entrepreneur who squandered the opportunity to study the markets of the northern seas? Worry not, I shall return straight away to Kugane once I have finished. Of course you'd find a way to turn this crisis to your advantage. She wounds me, the industrious woman running a new boutique. I am not blind to the travails of those who fight in front lines to deliver us from ruin. Indeed, I have every confidence they'll succeed, and I would make myself and my business ready for their return. If you believe in them so devoutly, then why not put your money where your mouth is? Fair enough, Tataru, fair enough. There's not more I can do to help ready the Ark, her heroes for their maiden voyage, but on your return I shall host a grand celebration in your honor at the Bakairo Inn. Accommodations are quite costly given the reputation of said establishment, but the East Aldenar Trading Company will be happy to honor it with the bill. Will there be lemon cakes? Oh, and of tart taste, I see. Yes, there'll be lemon cakes and much more the finest delicacies the world and Lolorita have to offer. So let's speak more upon your return, lest I draw even more of Tataru's ire until next we meet. I only didn't decline because I feel like he owes us. For so many things he owes us, and this is the one time I'll be like, yeah, pay up, buddy. Goodness, Tataru, what are we doing waiting so long? I have to talk to more and more people that I don't like. Alexis decided to spend your time at the markets, did you? Yes, because this is the most enjoyable part. Where's Alpha? Give me my buddy. Tataru. Aw, I hope they both big and wedge. I take it work on the Ark proceeds apace. It does indeed. Collaborating with the greatest minds of Charlian and Rasset Han have been a rewarding experience. And that's nothing to say of what we've learned from the Loperids. The Ark is unlike anything we've seen the pleasure to work on. Even Nero was rendered speechless on more than one occasion. Can't wait for you to see it. And you'll never guess who paid us a visit before we came to Charlian. Alpha! I think he sensed the coming danger and returned to check on us. He was always one to turn up in a time of need, and I suppose that's why he decided to join us here in Charlian. Good thing too. I don't know how he does it, but he has a knack for brightening your day just by being there. It's so hard to believe that we have the means to send you off into a great expanse, though, to the farthest known regions of... well, everything. I never thought I'd see such marvels, and yet here I am. More often than not, you and the Scions are the catalyst that sparks the need for great innovations. To think that I'd missed out on so much had I not been a member of the Ironworks. An awful lot, to be fair, and the privilege of being worked like a cart chocobo. There's that too. Always, as busy as we've always been. I wish there was more we could do for you, Luxus, but no matter what happens, we have to keep believing for a brighter future. That we do, my friend. That we do. When you head back, tell your engineers that I'll be along shortly with refreshments. Very kind of you, Tatara. They'll be glad to hear it. And on that note, Woj and I should get going. Still a few more supplies to gather before we return. I hope they end up together. It's so sad. It's like everybody's saying bye. Ugh. Never sorry for the wait. Right this way, if you please. I don't want to say bye. Alright, I don't believe the two of you have been formally introduced. This is Varsruda from Palakistan. Hey, haven't we met before? Ah yes, it was you who helped us at Perusa and then again crossing the ice fields, was it not? I doubt we exchanged little more than a few glances there, but it's kind of you to remember me. Thanks to Mr. Satara, I have many friends who have found gainful employment in this foreign land. It's only natural to feel fear in the face of calamity in such times. We must look to one another for strength and succor. I know not whether this will become a place to call home or return to Thavnair, but we are here today and we are glad to have contributed to the cause. And to contribute they did, having brought you new garments as durable as possible. We put our hearts and souls into them. I have every confidence they'll keep you safe in the battle to come. God, to think how far we've come since our humble beginnings at the Waking Sands. From rising stones to falling snows, and even certain insufferable someone's Ruby Bazaar, we were always fortunate to find friends among the way. Even when you swept away to the first, Galhatio was there to grant you sanctuary. I'll never forget the relief I felt when you all returned to us. I thought my heart would burst. Yours has been a long, long journey, and I've been privileged to watch, often with bated breath, as you persevere time and time again. For all the joy we've shared, there's nothing that's been so much sorrow as well, but I've long since learned you can't have one without the other. Which is why I promise to send you off to the Sea of Stars with a smile. And you can be certain I'll be the first one to accompany you and welcome you back on your return. My fellow Lalafell. These are the last moments, aren't they?
Your business with Chitauri was finished. My, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
Ultima Thule, where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine. But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
You got nothing left to prove, not to Ryan nor Manphilia. Just make sure you bring enough ammunition, okay?
Oh, ye of little faith. I know better than to leave home without ample supplies, thank you very much. Didn't pick up the gunblade yesterday. And to think I used to prefer fighting from the shadows. Gods, I really have changed.
We've come far together, and if we have aught to say about it, we'll go further still. Aye, we will avert this calamity and return home. In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust has settled.
What with the primals and Ascians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies. In all seriousness, though. In uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change. With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out. After all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after. But even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much will change. Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess, I too have yearned to see more of the world. If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to effect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Aye, well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear.
Yep.
What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds. 'Tis the least I must do if I am to keep my promise. Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you. And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Spare me.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
Well, shall we make a toast?
The 10 years.
to victory.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
To those we've lost.